Hi everyone, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to Real Economy Trucking here in Euro Truck Simulator 2. Not a lot of choices, we've just got one screen worth of options here, but we have almost 12 hours to get to this, so I don't have too many concerns it's going to expire. It's the most euro per kilometer. So the only real downside is the length. It is a little longer than normal, but I'm hoping with this long run here in the center that it's going to be some high-speed road miles and that it'll go by pretty quickly, or more quickly than meandering through the roadways. So we'll take this one and move a train undercarriage.
Let's go.
Alright, so we have to go from that location that's kind of in the center of the map there, the little blue piece that just went off. So, not terribly far, but it's not here at JCB. So, we'll see.
Turn left.
I was going to say, I'm assuming it's going to want me to go left, but I don't know. Well, now I do know, so I suppose I can stop saying I don't know. So we've got Express Slovakia. Come on. I still love the AI. Alright, so yeah, so we'll go here,
Keep
turn left,
and then turn left.
and then it looks like it's on that road.
Turn left.
So we'll get that going here. Now at 500 plus kilometers, you know, that'll take a little bit. I think I've taken some that were like 400 and that took a good while, but sometimes we run into that situation where we just don't have a choice because there just aren't a lot of jobs available in town. So looks like PEX here is one of those. So I think it's right in front of us.
Time to hit the road.
And there it is. It's exactly what we thought, but it's the only flatbed that we have here, so it's not surprising that I was accurate. So let me get back here.
Let's do this.
Alright, get ourselves reset so we can see the trip meter a bit. You know, but at this point, I barely have 13,000 on here. You know, 500 is going to be pretty good. Now, again, I don't know which way it's going to take me out of town.
Right.
There we go. Again, super delayed GPS, but finally lets us know where to go. I'm guessing we'll kind of go in the way we came, or out the way we came into town. It's like all white cars around me. Wow. Not much color here in this country, that's for sure. At least not at this intersection right now. But even the car that pulled up behind, the next one was white.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
The first exit. That makes sense. So exactly kind of what I
now.
thought. A Briso. Looked like that truck there. I'm trying to pay a little more attention this time to just the other carriers we've got. Dryer, because there's just so many options that they have with the I think it's mainly the Jazzy Cat mods and stuff that give me the other companies, but let me get this set. So we'll have to kind of get out of town, head south, and then at one point we head east quite a bit, but this, you know, moves me further east, which I haven't been doing for a while. I've been kind of going more north and south than I've been moving east, which is fine, because really to get to where I need to get to the Middle East, I do have to kind of go south, but this does take me that way as well. And if I go like all the way east and then have to come back, that will work. What? Oh, goodness. Oh, a violation doesn't help. So I guess I should slow myself down. I didn't realize it went down to 70. Of course, now they're all slowing down.
Go straight on and then turn right.
And looks like I need to rest.
Turn right.
So I don't have anything in front of me. I didn't get my sim dashboard going, so I know we have some speed requirements, but obviously I can't go the distance I need to go without resting, so I think this will let me go here. So given that truck is not moving, I may, well, now I'm gonna regret this, so let's see. Alright, we'll go over here. We'll block everybody now. We'll have both lanes blocked. So it takes a while for them to check documents, that's for sure. But yeah, it doesn't look like we have a way to rest here at the border checkpoint. So we're going to end up in Serbia, is where our delivery is at. Alright, Mr. Carr, go ahead. Now it's our turn to sit and wait for them to check our documents if I get up far enough. But yeah, we're red, so I'm going to have to pull over at the earliest place I can. Benefit, however, is that I should be able to kind of drive in the daylight, because we're getting a little bit late already. So hopefully that'll all work. It's kind of a tight turn there onto the bridge.
Get ready to turn right.
Alright, so we're going to have to kind of pull around the building again,
Turn right.
although it looks like it's just right around the building here. I was hoping that blue square was a rest spot, but it's just the road 34 up ahead, so. Where'd all the cars and trucks that were ahead of us go? I don't think they had anywhere to go except over the bridge and get checked in. I can't imagine they got through here already, but it's good to not be in two really long lines, since obviously time goes by as we sit here and wait for them to check our documents and let us through. So I've done a train undercarriage before in other loads when I've played, so this isn't a brand new load for me, but definitely I don't think I've done one in this series.
Get ready to turn left.
So they're usually pretty straightforward, pretty simple. There's certainly a lot of trains in Europe. I've played a few in Train Simulator, especially in Germany, and obviously we're not that far here from Germany, so. Uh-oh. So we're going to start getting the blackout starting. So once again, I need to find something.
Get ready to turn left.
But we're out here. Oh boy. Well, here's where all the traffic went. All right. Given that gap, something is going wrong up there. They ran into each other or something. So I am going to go around.
Turn left.
Oh, they definitely ran into each other. Well, then I will be bad and do that, because they're going to sit there forever. Well, now they're moving. interesting. Well, either way. They'd obviously been there for a while. I was not going to sit there and get hung up in that. All right. So, should be okay as long as I pay attention. Obviously, I've got to rest somewhere, so I'm not okay with that. But once we get to that location, if we merge onto the highway,
turn left.
whoop, just be careful. But if we merge onto the highway, there's hopefully some hope for things there. Because there tend to be some by... Whoops, that was almost a little too far. Because he's turning, so I'm going to go ahead there. Question is, do we merge here?
Keep right.
Yeah,
and then
we do.
Turn right.
Alright, so we're definitely backtracking a bit of the way we've come, probably just to get here to PEX, but... Because, yeah, I could have taken some loads to Sarajevo. That I know we had done. So, but it really would have almost backtracked exactly where we came from again, and Sarajevo being large, it might have been something with a lot of options, but I think this one will work out for us here, so. Alright, so we've got our ticket for the toll road. I'm getting 870 euros for this. Now that we're getting that after we've gotten fined 140 for speeding, so that's not good. Alright, so we will get on here as the sun starts to set. I think this is one way, it's just 2 lanes, so nobody's near me. I'll do this. Oh no, it's a 2-lane one. Whoa, I do not, again, like getting on the interchanges here in Euro Truck. They are tight. So with a long flatbed like that, there's just not a lot of forgiveness. Alright, finally getting up to 100 kilometers, so we'll be about 20% of the way there in no time once we start moving along here. But we need somewhere to sleep. So, praying for something soon. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking in the next 1 or 2 times this happens, I'm gonna get to the point where I'm gonna black out. I think I get fined before I black out, so we'll see. Hopefully we just keep going. I suppose it doesn't really matter what happens, I just need somewhere to rest. But with this interchange, no, we won't be going, because you can
Keep
see...
right, and then exit right.
Alright, so we're exiting here.
Exit right.
So,
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Oh boy. I'm gonna stop here because this is where I've gotten myself in trouble before, but I may not be able to do, I can't. Alright. I was gonna just turn around, because again, clearly there's no place to rest there, and now I've just added distance to my trip here. I should have checked, because this is what I run into. I mean, it told me exit right. I followed the directions. But on these close ones like this is sometimes what it gets into. But, I mean, we're just going right here and then turning around. like I said, my bigger danger right now is just the sleepiness. So I think, yeah, alright, so I exit right here, and then find somewhere to turn
Keep
around.
Right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Yeah, that is a truck stop, or a headquarters I'd need to buy, so that isn't somewhere that I can rest. But if we see something here, maybe we'll take advantage of... No, I don't see anything. Because, yeah, it's got that truck headquarters symbol on top of it, and then I think that will mean that there's little that I can do. Just wondering if I can turn around. So I should be able to... Well, let's see, is it the same road? It is, so let me do this. These people are not going to be happy. But that way I'm not playing with the toll. I'm probably going to hit a car here. That worked out better than I could have expected. Probably get another ticket for doing what I did there, but not sure.
Turn right.
Alright. So, hopefully, once we get back on track... and there we go. And now... And, of course, we were drifting right into that lane. So, I need to find something, because then the dozing periods get bigger. It's one thing if we're just going straight, which is what I was hoping was going to be happening, but... Alright, so... this will get us going here. And I'm going at full speed that I can be going right now. Obviously my mileage is going to be off some, because I've added that extra distance around. Alright, still nothing. I mean, really, even if I see something off somewhere, I would exit and go if I can see it nearby, but like in this case, there isn't anything. Just trying to really line myself up straight so that if I have the dozing again, I am in good shape. Of course, I'm coming up on traffic, which isn't helpful. Come on. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, good. Alright. So we just need to get there. So that's kind of what I thought, is usually at toll plazas here I had seen things. You know, at this point it's 9:30, so this will be good from a time standpoint. But yeah, this is why we're now seeing everybody kind of bunching up, because everybody is pulling over and going into tolls, and of course we've got tons of trucks. Again, we learned the yellow are kind of the electronic collections. That other electronic lane is closed. Alright, 17 euros, and then I think here is where I can sleep, so please don't doze here and run me into a car. I'm tired. I'm in a spot, I think.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Alright, there we go. So, now I'm ready to go. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, as they say. And then I'll just have to immediately go out the truck exit, get checked in here again, because we've got another border crossing. Not sure if this gets me into Serbia, because I think it does. We spend a good portion in there. So this would have been another rest spot. Like, there's plenty here altogether, that's for sure. So if we hadn't been able to find something there, we would have been able to do something in this location. But biggest thing is, are we going to make it on time now? I hopefully shouldn't have a problem. Again, it wasn't the urgent delivery with the 3 arrows. It was just the 2 arrows with the important. So there's usually a little bit of flexibility there, and given that, again, it was 8 hours, which is pretty close to the full hours of service you're allowed in Europe, I would think they would have potentially allowed a sleep stop in there. I just don't know that they would have allowed a sleep stop and
keep right, and then exit right.
Probably hour-long detour because of a incorrect turn. So
exit right.
But there's nothing I can do about that at this point. So, yet more rest stops. Oh, there's a lot of moving around here, that's for sure. It does not help that we've got all these cars there to slalom through. Alright, there is our checkpoint. Alright, so another wait. Letting them know, again, we've got a train undercarriage. It's pretty obvious, but in case they're not sure. Or they may be asking us where we're going. So, they were pleasant enough. At least it's a non-white car. He's going very slowly. That's not pleasant. There we go, now he took off. So, welcome to Serbia. So there you go. So now we are in the country, and we should be good to go. At this point, our panic should be relieved. Again, I think at some point I'm gonna go somewhere I haven't been, but maybe not. Maybe I'm backtracking more fully than I thought. So we have another toll again coming up pretty quickly here. So 500 meters, probably 250 meters. Okay, just 300 meters. We'll see. All right. I was gonna say I'm going for my electronic toll thing, and I'd like to have no one in front of me so that I can just go. There we go. Alright, so starting in the Serbian toll road. Just take a peek again. Oop, he's pretty close, but I think we're okay. Yeah, he's not okay. See, I don't know, not very good observational skills from all the drivers here, but that was a bit of excitement averted. No crisis created there with any kind of a crash. AEC. I think that's AEC, not ABC. I think just because the letters were merged together on the trailer, it looked that way. So I do remember Ruma, and obviously the yellow road tells us we've come through here before. But yeah, I think we're going like Belgrade, which I assume Beograd is that, but maybe not. Maybe it's just another town with a name that sounds close. I should fill in this spot here. No, I guess I had gone this way before. So I have to be going the other way, it looks like, maybe to fill in where we're at. Alright, so just about maxed out on speed. Of course, per the other thing that we run into in Euro Truck all the time, is the fact that we're going to hit another toll and have to slow down just as we finally have sped up. So, a little bit of that frustration there. So, €8 at this point. It's small enough, but it was a short enough little run too, so... Alright, I think we'll be okay here as long as... Let me just fully get in this lane. Now, if that guy comes onto me, I'm just going to blame him at that point. Alright. So, do we go straight? No, okay, we go around that exit, and then...
Keep right.
So yeah, we'll go here and underneath, because we're not going to go over. And then that will take us and continue us down the proper path of where we need to go. So a little bit of just a tunnel because of the roadway going over. You know, I'm just going to go this way to discover a new section.
Recomputing.
But I can go through here, so that'll be good. But this way we'll get this part. I guess the difference is I'm supposed to be going slower here, so I could get in trouble. But once I get here, I'll be fine. So there we go. We at least got a little bit of a discovery. There's Belgrade. So it looks like, given that we just filled in that little piece of yellow, in this case we were going the other way. Now I would say even with the detour right now, we're probably past the halfway point, given that we're at 300 kilometers. Don't know for sure, but now we are continuing on. So this should absolutely be the long stretch that we've been on for a bit. I just don't remember how much we leave. In the end, it doesn't ultimately matter. It's just a delivery, and they're going to tell us where to go. So, Nice. So yeah, this is a familiar site. As far as the city names, I don't know that I could say I recall coming through here. I mean, I do, looking at the map, because it definitely had some interesting interchange shapes, and this was the one that I think I talked about. It's clearly just there to be a turnaround point and nothing else. But if you make a mistake like I had done before, it's something you would need. So every time I see that billboard, Full House, I think of the TV show, because it does have like a bunch of people in it too, which is kind of the definition of a full house that way. But I think it's a gambling ad, which is also then a poker hand. So all right, so up and over, making a 90-degree turn here. So kind of probably starting to head south here, but we may not stay in that direction for long. We'll see. There we go, filled in the little piece again. There's an IKEA up there. I think the sign that's up on the pole, yep, that's absolutely IKEA. It's the only thing there, so if we have a delivery from there, some kind of furniture or something. Alright, another toll coming up. So I'm not going to try to pass him, because that's not going to happen before we get where we need to be. Because hopefully he'll just keep going straight, and I'll be able to go where I need to go, and we can all efficiently move along on our path. Alright, so as I start getting close to the end here, it's probably as good a time as any to chat about the big news in Truck Simulator. Obviously this is specifically about Euro Truck here, so we'll focus on that, but the news is the same, really, I think, for both. So the 1.47 open beta has been announced by SCS a few days ago, so I'm recording this episode, I think it's March 19th. So I don't think you're going to see this until April, but I just want to, normally I ignore that kind of stuff to avoid the reality or suspend disbelief of that I'm doing this in real time at some point, but there's a couple things in the 1.47 beta that I'm pretty excited about. So they're going to have adaptive cruise control, which means as I come up on traffic, like, it'll slow on its own, and I don't have to worry about the AI doing what it does. So that is pretty nice, but especially for this series,
Keep left.
it's going to be very helpful. Just want to make sure I keep going. I do. Alright. I don't want any more mistakes. I think I'm going to have that mistake. Goodness. Why did he dive back in? Now, the adaptive cruise control isn't going to help there. But yeah, I couldn't move over into the lane, and I don't know how we averted running into anything there, but that was not fun. Alright. Catch my breath. But they've acknowledged the fact that, like, every time they do an update and in essence kind of redo the geographical data and so forth, or at least the game thinks that's what's happening, it resets you back to your home location. So they're going to give you an option now, and it sounds like they're going to give you an option to just not reset you, or they'll let you reset and then you'll be able to do a quick travel at no cost, I think, right after the reset. So I assume it's just going to be useful then. Oh, almost 1,000 euros from Sabrina there. And she's leveled up. So I think I have all of them unbalanced. It's been so long, I don't remember. So I think they're okay to just continue to level up and get new skills and new capabilities at this point. I don't think I have them on long distance any longer. But that'll be really nice, especially in this series, because quick traveling, even for 500 euros, that could negate the last 2 deliveries I had. That car just did the same thing the truck did, where it was in that right lane and then dove back over here. I just really don't like that. Alright, now we are going somewhere new. So finally, at 456 kilometers, again, because of errors, we're not within 50 to 75 kilometers of where we need to be. But we're certainly getting closer by the kilometer, wherever it is that we need to go. But I think those are 2 things I'm certainly looking forward to. Most of the other changes tend to be background things or specific items. They always add, I think, the gas tankers, ownable gas tankers or cisterns are coming up, but I don't tend to own my trailers. I haven't really played that way. I've tried it, but I've not found it compelling enough that I'm like, yeah, I want to do that. But I do certainly understand, folks, you know, if you're modeling that, it's certainly the way a lot of companies would be set up, where you'd not only own the tractors, but you'd own your fleet of trailers too. And in theory, then you get paid more because you'll be looking up the cargo market rather than just the freight market. Because, you know, in the freight market, you're getting everything, you're getting the trailer with it. The cargo market, you've got to have the right type of trailer. But then the challenge that is, unless you're really, I think, coming back to a yard or have a massive network of yards with tons of trailers that you own, like, your opportunities would be smaller. So if I didn't have a flatbed, for example, like, I couldn't have picked up this undercarriage. But, you know, it may be something I do in the future. But it's not something I have done thus far. And it's mainly because of that lack of flexibility. I just, you know, I don't want to be having to drive empty somewhere to go pick up a load who knows where. Alright. So Thessalonica, Sofia, which is the capital of, I don't know if it's the capital of Serbia. I thought it was the capital of Hungary. And it may be, so that may be where that road goes, because that's not the way we're going. Alright. But past noon, obviously our payment just came in. I think Leskank, or whatever that is, I think that's where we're headed. So I think I saw the name flash by on that city sign. But yeah, I don't know if by the time I'm back in here again, if we'll... Oh, that truck did the same thing. That is just terrible, terrible AI. You know, if we'll be on 147, because it tends to take 2 to 3 weeks, and at this point, not that I'm not ever this far ahead in episodes, he's got his left turn signal on, so he's making me a little nervous. But I am going to be unable to play for a time, so I'm trying to make sure I have that time covered so that the series doesn't get delayed. And this will get me past that point, but then that might mean the next time I'm in here, I'm on 1.47, and we'll have those features, but maybe not.
Get ready to turn left.
Alright. So we're here, and we don't have to go very far. So yeah, Leskovac. Now it looks like we've got at least 2 different places.
Turn left.
But that's not a lot. So we may have Slim Pick. Whoop. He's coming pretty fast, so I'm thinking he's going by. Well, you're in front of me now, so... Alright, fine, I'll back up a bit. I hope no one's behind me. So you guys go. I guess I need to turn my signal on again. Just those bushes make it so hard to see. It's very unsafe. I don't know if those are bushes or trees. No, they're bushes. There are some trees there too, but... Alright. So yeah, we may have slim pickings for our next load when we leave from here. But we'll obviously take what we can get at that point. I've never seen a situation where there isn't anything. There just may certainly be things that send me in a direction I'd prefer not to go. So yeah, I'm about halfway on fuel, so I may end up,
Keep
when I
right,
leave next
and
time,
then turn right.
doing that, grabbing gas on the way out of town.
Turn right.
Alright, so basically we're just going from the same, we're delivering between two locations of the same company here. I want to say it's Warner, but I don't think that's right. Again, if I had my sim dashboard, I wouldn't have this problem. Alright, I'm assuming it's green. I was realizing I pulled a little too far forward. I couldn't see it, but with the cars going, I think that's a safe bet. So basically this road just ends where we need to be. Here? No, next one. Alright, so this is it. Yes, I am in your lane,
Arrived at your destination.
but I need to make...
Your route guidance is now finished.
So it's Waberers. Alright, so around the back here. So, let's see. Yeah, that's not going to be workable from here. So let me turn around here. And then we'll be able to back in from this location. And that should work just fine then. Alright. So let's get ourselves at a point where we can kind of see what we're doing. And not sure if I'm clear yet. Now I'm certainly good. Just gotta be careful that I don't cut too tight and then get hung up on that reefer. But we'll get around here and then we'll straighten ourselves out, because this really isn't lined up well. I mean, it's unlikely something they're going to take into the building, so I probably could take it that way, but it effectively would mean that those next two bays, or certainly the next bay, would be unusable, and that would not be something I think any dock would want. I think they'd want to keep things as empty as possible. So this should work fine. There we go. Alright, we have made it. Alright, 556 kilometers. Let's see, did we level up? I don't think so. A good amount though, so 957 XP. Gave us, you know, a little bit more of a challenging parking because we had to make that decision to turn around, so definitely helps with the experience. Alright, our profit has creeped up a bit. I think we were at 4,000 euros for 7 days, but obviously getting the 1,000 euros from Sabrina helped. And so yes, Sabrina and Robert are both balanced. So Sabrina's actually kind of gotten her second level of everything. Robert's a little further behind. But that's our team, and that's our company right now. So continuing to plug away. Hope you've enjoyed this run. I'll try to make less mistakes next time, but it's the first time in a while I've been fined. Oh, that was another thing in 147. They're going to have a new stats screen that's going to show you all kinds of information about how you drive, so that may give us a new way to review things. So that could be interesting. I wonder what if all that data is available and it'll fill in if you are on a existing profile, or if that really only works with the new one, or just tracks things that are new. But we'll figure all that out when we come to it. So thanks for tagging along. If you've liked this video, please drop a like. That'll help the video spread. That would be great. Get more people to come and view things and expand the community. So thanks for coming along, and I'll see you next time.